Now, what was it about this show that first attracted you to the role?
It was the challenge of portraying Drew. I think it was the risks involved as well. I mean, play a homosexual on network television. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, what are the risks? Oh, there's a whole bunch of them. What are the rewards? Not as many, but they were. There was. I just felt I had something to offer. I felt like I could tell this guy's story, and I didn't. It was one of those things where it was uncomfortable for me. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm a straight guy, and I'm married, and I've never, had those feelings towards a guy. And so you can kind of say like, oh, that's fine and everything's great, but there was the scene that I was given to audition for was the scene, and it was much longer with TC where he calls me out, and I tell him, no, I'm not going to be this guy. And I think that's the thing that struck me was I've never defined myself by being straight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's not a defining quality. That's kind of what defines me is who I am, what I believe, the choices I make, how I treat people. And so there's a lot of times where I think gay and lesbians in films and movies, they're defined by their sexuality.
Yeah.
And there's even just some gays and lesbians in real life that define themselves by their sexuality. And I always found, like, why would you, like, why?
Yeah.
If you were born that way, certainly it's a defining quality in some way, but, like, aren't you defined by who you are and what you want to be and how you treat people? And this was a character that I went, this is this guy. He wants to be called a doctor, not a gay doctor.
Yeah.
And he's going to fight for this, you know what I mean? And he's got a secret. He doesn't necessarily, he's having a hard time coming out because of the military and how much he loves that, but he was just a character that I thought, and like I said, I don't have a big history with the gay and lesbian community and what they've gone through and everything else, but he's a character I hadn't seen before. He was a guy that I just really felt I wanted to tell his story, and I had something to offer to it, and it made sense to me as a straight guy, which also lent itself to be like, he's got to be really well written. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because sometimes you're like, I don't get it. You know what I mean? And so, and just the challenge of it, the fact that I was a little uncomfortable. You know what I mean? In episode 106, I think, my boyfriend comes and is like, I don't like kissing a guy. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't really do anything for me. It's really, it's really uncomfortable. But you got to get past that because his story's bigger than that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The emotion behind it is just so much bigger than that I thought it was as a challenge for me as an actor and as a person to be able to do this and to be able to tell it truthfully. I was kind of honored to do it, and I was scared. I mean, I was, petrified in a lot of ways. But I just wanted to push myself and see if I could do it, and I'm glad I got the opportunity to do it, and I'm certainly doing my damnedest with it. And I think, I hope everyone, whether you're man, woman, gay, straight, can sit there and just say like, that was a great job. I get it. I get this character and I understand his struggles. So.